Hello guys, this is Mercedes, also known as that mom here on the internet. Kind of giggling because I can never just do these voiceovers one time through. So, in true fashion, this is my third attempt of doing this voiceover. Okay, this is my July bullet journal, and I have a little bit of some baby hands popping in and out of the screen during this one because I usually do these at night while my daughter's asleep, but we were trying to do them during the day and everything, plus then my daughter woke up at night, so you'll see some baby hands like you just saw. And she likes my pen caps, so she really wants to grab all the pens and she wants the caps off the pens. So well, anyway, back to the spread. This is July's spread, and this is also a Syfy spread. So if you were here for my June. This is July. If you were here for my June bullet journal spread, you saw that we did Stargate SG-1, and this month is Stargate Atlantis. Now, I stopped here at Atlantis because I have never watched any of the other Stargate franchises. Like, I watched Catherine, and I watched the Origins. No, the Origins is Catherine. So I watched what I can, but I haven't watched like Continuum and Universe. And I believe like Continuum is a cartoon Stargate show. So anyway, and then I apologize if you can hear my husband in the background. He's playing. I guess there's something up with all of his stuff for the weekend. So anyway, so what you saw on my cover page, I went really quick. I tried to speed up this process because the last process was so line heavy and everything, so I tried to just film some of the major points in here or some of the points that I haven't filmed before. So anyway, the cover page, that big orange thing that you saw, that was called the 0 point module, or ZPM, and that basically is what about 3 of those will run the entire Atlantis, it looks like, in the show. So, and then they also, in Stargate SG-1, find ZPMs to help power ancient devices and everything. So the 0 point devices were made by the Atlanteans, to my knowledge. Like I said, my daughter is more well versed in Atlantis than I am. We have it on DVD, but I really don't see it streaming a whole bunch. So my husband says it's streaming, so I really want to go ahead and watch it when I'm done with my rewatch of SG-1. So anyway, oh yeah, and it was actually harder than I thought it was going to be. As you can see, all of my markers, I went with a lot of oranges. I did like all the oranges that came in my Crayola Super Tips pack, and mind you, I have a 50 pack of the Crayola Super Tips, and I almost grabbed out the zebra markers, and zebra Mildliners, and I almost grabbed out colored pencils, but I think in the end we got some gradients that we needed. If you guys wanted to see that a little bit more in depth, I'm sorry, but I did most of it off camera, just because it took so long. It took like 4 days just for me to do. Well, of course, with kids, it took forever to do, because I had to keep stopping and starting and stopping and starting. But anyway, the calendar, as you guys saw, it started on a Thursday and it ended on a Saturday, and at this moment I still haven't put in the date, the word July anywhere anywhere in this spread, so I will probably put July somewhere in here, but as of this moment I haven't. As of me doing this voiceover, it is the 18th, and yeah, this is Friday the 18th, and you guys know that it's Monday when you guys are seeing this now, so I still have not put July in my spread at the moment. And then also I went ahead and I put in the little month like day markers as orange as well. A lot of orange in the spread, guys, as you'll see on this page that's currently going. A lot more line work as well, like a lot of line work. I know I said I wasn't going to do as much line work. I said I wasn't going to do as much line work, but guys, lines, I'm starting to see that lines are very crucial to a lot of these designs, and a lot of lines at that. So yeah, I almost did a kind of a Dutch door with this setup, because as you can see, there is some cool kind of geometric patterns. I think that's what it's called, geometric patterns. This is based off of one of the main stained glasses in Atlantis that is it's really close to the ring, the dialing ring and everything. So and it's in a lot of the actor profile pictures. So the picture that I actually had going off of this pattern excuse me, as you could say, I got a frog in my throat. But the picture I was going off of was a picture of Robert Picardo as I want to say that his character's name is like Richard Woolsey, or yeah, Woolsey. Everybody just calls him by his last name, Woolsey. So there's actually another science fiction show that Robert Picardo is in, and my daughter, who was watching through Star Trek, foreshadowing, guys, she is watching through Voyager right now, and she came up and asked me, she's like, Mom, is the Doctor in Stargate? And I go, the Doctor? And she's like, the EMH, is he in Stargate? So yes, Robert Picardo plays the EMH in Star Trek Voyager, as well as Woolsey in Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis, because his character was introduced in SG-1 and it was carried through to Atlantis. And then here is the finished piece. Again, a lot of orange. At this moment, I still haven't written in any of my habits, but they're just going to be the usual, study, drive, spiritual, self-care, hair care, yoga, exercise, whatever else that I usually put in there. So, this month, as you can tell already, I put a lot more detail into this month. So I have a frog in my throat, but yeah, I'm able this month to put in more detail, because I think I put in more pre-planning, because there were nights at work that I was what was called a sitter, so I was able to watch my person that I was sitting with, but I was also able to come up with what I wanted to do. Whereas with my SG-1, I knew I wanted to do SG-1, but then by the time I got done with the Stargate, I was like, what do I do now? So as you guys can see here, I am doing some of the like dialing kind of locking mechanisms. I was going to do a whole second ring on this spread. So instead of having the ZPM, I was going to do the Atlantis ring, My husband told me that it's different patterns. It's different. It's a different galaxy, so not patterns, but different constellations and everything. So we ended up going with a ZPM instead, even though he did tell me, hey, why don't you do like a puddle jumper or something. So I don't know, maybe if I revisit Stargate themes, because there are still so much you can do with Stargate that I definitely did not do. There's a ton you can do, and I could definitely do like 4 or 5 more spreads, maybe, heck, maybe even 10 more spreads. Just doing the little things in the shows. So like a puddle jumper, and like I found images of both of the DHDs, the dial home devices, and yeah, I mean, hey, these were some really good and rich shows. I mean, there's a meme out there that says, you may know Jason Momoa as, Call Doggo or Aquaman, but I know him as Ronan Dex. Yes, Jason Momoa was on Stargate Atlantis. The cast of Stargate Atlantis, let me just get it all up here so I don't mispronounce anybody. Other than Robert Picardo, which you guys know I already kind of butchered a little bit for his character's name, not his name. His name's fine. We have Rachel Luttrell. She played Taylor. We got Joe Flanagan that plays Lieutenant Colonel John Shepard, which actually my daughter started watching Stargate Atlantis so young that when she would have nightmares at night, she'd be like, can we put on Atlantis so Shepard can save me? Which was really cute. So that was one of her first big crushes, was Joe Flanagan. And then, like I said, Jason Momoa, he played Ronan Dex. There is Jewel State. I'm gonna get that totally wrong. I'm sorry, guys. But she played Dr. Keller, Jennifer Keller. And then there were two Dr. Weirs, but on this series we got Tori Higginson as Elizabeth Weir, which my daughter is very partial to that name. And then we have David Hewitt, who was Rodney McKay. Paul McGillen, which Carson Beckett. Oh, the cutest little character. I mean, no, manly character. Manly. But also he was just like, if you guys have watched it at all, you guys know what I'm talking about with the and then Amanda Tapping and Michael Shanks and goodness, why can't I never get his name? Christopher Judge. And Richard Dean Anderson, they all kind of made their own cameos and everything. They all did, they came in and did their, one-offs and all that kind of stuff. But, oh, more characters. Oh, I almost forgot. Rainbow Sun Franks, he played Ford, which was a great character while he lasted. David Nikhil played Zelenka, which was also a really good character. There's a lot of, like, this page keeps going and going and going, guys. All the actors that have been on Stargate, and actually Star Trek actors have come to be on Stargate. So at the same time as their show that they were a main character or a, pretty main character, they were coming and they were doing these recurring roles and everything, and there are some like big names. But yeah, no, the whole franchise as a whole has some really big names. you too. Hi. My dog just tried to knock over my tablet there. But yeah, I mean, there was a ton that they could have kept going and kept doing with these series, and I'm sad that they didn't do more. And then, just for some like context, Universe had some big names too. One of the actors that I know in Universe, he was actually, I was watching Once Upon a Time and I saw him and I was like, oh my gosh, how is he on this show? But gosh, what is his name? I can't find him. I can't find him in the cast thing, but yeah, the guy that played Rumpelstiltskin in Once Upon a Time was in Stargate Stargate Universe. So I mean, they had some really great characters and everything, and they just, I don't know what happened to the universe, but they just kind of stopped. So, I mean, and I watch a lot of stuff after everything, and like I said, I never got to watch it firsthand, but like all of these series have had and have so much potential. Oh, and of course, I talked through everything on my notes on my meals page, but my notes page, you guys saw that I put another address that was supposed to be Atlantis to Earth address, and then my meals, of course, and my weeklies. So this is, I talked through everything, but I hope you guys like the commentary on these ones, because I don't really know what other type of commentary to do. So going through the shows just kind of makes sense. If you guys do want to see another Stargate themed spread, let me know in the comments, because like I said, you could probably do about 10 more spreads throughout all the different series, and then join me next month for another sci-fi themed spread. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. If you guys like this, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. It helps ever so much. And go ahead and leave me a comment, either which way. That also helps boost this video. So sorry for my rambling, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you in next month's spread. Bye!